What's up, guys? Alex here from the Green Up Academy podcast. Thank you guys for checking us out. If you guys are new listeners, this is a podcast where we help green industry professionals, whether it's lawn mowing, landscape, hardscaping, fertilizing people, whatever it is, level up their businesses with business tips, tricks, and discussions. Hope you guys are doing great. Make sure you guys are ready to learn in this episode what I did at Equip EXPO last week in Louisville, Kentucky. It is the main conference get together for landscape professionals in the green industry. You guys listen to it if you didn't get to go. If you did get to go, see what I kind of caught on with, and enjoy this episode. Make sure you go leave us a review and buckle up. Here we go.
Welcome to the Green Up Academy podcast with Alex Kirby, where we focus on helping you level up your green industry business. Whether it's marketing, finance, employees, or strategy, we talk about everything on this show to help you apply it to your business and change your family and company's future for decades to come. Here's your host, Alex Kirby.
What's going on, everybody? Alex here from the Green Up Academy podcast, where we help you level up your green industry business one episode at a time. Hope you guys are doing great. I just got back from the Equip EXPO 2024 from Louisville, Kentucky. Make sure you say it right, Louisville, Kentucky. There was a hilarious pillow my wife and I saw in the airport, and it had all the ways not to say Louisville. It was like Louisville. It was hilarious. But man, just got back today. I guess we've been back a few days now. And it was incredible. And for all of you guys who weren't able to go, this episode is going to kind of be a recap where I'm going to try to explain to you what I thought about the show, just all the experiences, all the things that you might have missed there to make you want to go in 2025, and also just to kind of fill you in there in case you were interested. The second part, I'm going to do another one, is what I personally learned and got from the show. But this one's just going to be kind of a recap. I thought this is my 6th time going this year, and I thought it was the best show by far that I've been to. I've spoken at many booths. I've participated. I've listened. I've done kind of everything, morning shows, whatever. And this was by far my favorite. And I think the thing that I noticed the most, I felt like all of the main big floor room booths, which is all the big brands, I thought they just went super all out. Every booth was super dope, gave away amazing things, had a lot of enticing things. So I try to tell people, and it's funny, we have a group of about 8 to 10 guys that stayed in a house for the Green Up Academy, the Green Up house, as we called it. And if you want to come next year, we're going to have a bigger house. It's going to be awesome. But I've talked for months about how to attack Equip EXPO. Just in my opinion, you're allowed to do whatever you want, but there is a way to do it best, I think. And we had one guy just kind of go rogue and he got lost. But Wednesday, I always say, is, man, make sure you get there as soon as they open, because Wednesday is like all the free stuff in the world you could want. The hats, the pins, the shirts, the koozies, the cups. I mean, it's just so much awesome free stuff normally. And there's like really cool booth activities. So like free coffee, espresso, and free beer and hot dogs and brats and all that stuff. It's just really fun. It's kind of like a opening ceremony, if you will. And man, did we get a ton. I mean, on Wednesday, I got like 25 hats, 15 shirts, got a lot from my parents and my in-laws and stuff. But Wednesday was just awesome. Every booth, I mean, which one jumps out at me right now? What booth? Snapper had a really cool, like, they're making custom hats or custom shirts, pressing them. You could go up to certain times and get shirts. And I think Still, if I'm not mistaken, Echo or Still, I can't remember, but had like a coffee bar. So like my wife was super stoked about that. So you just get free coffees and stuff like that. It was just really cool. And going back to what I was saying, every booth was just amazing. Like the hat qualities, Richardson hats everywhere. One booth we did, I think it was 810 Parts is what it was called. They were doing this really cool, like, Wheel of Fortune wheel thing. And if you landed on, there was like one sliver of it. If you got it 3 in a row, you won a 4-wheeler. It's like sitting right there. And I got a sweet hat from them. Just incredible. The whole thing was just couldn't believe it. So gets better and bigger every year. They announced that this was the most attended they've ever had. Think so, in 42 years or something. So it was just loco, guys. So crazy. The coolest thing I saw that I hadn't seen before was this really cool thing called a U-mount. And what it was is like on the front of a zero turn, it's like a parking lot blower, and you can set it on and screw it on and then use it for like, parking lot blowing, and then take it right off and keep zero turning. Like that was really cool. It was only like $4,000 too. So the price savings of using that versus getting a stand-on blower, which is, what is that? 15 grandish, maybe 20. That was the coolest thing we saw. Like the one for the ATV, I could do myself. And then the one for the zero turn, I think took 2 guys, but it was really easy to put on, like within 30 seconds. So that was probably the coolest thing I saw that I had not seen before was the U-mount. So shout out to them. That was dope. One of the other coolest things was, so I'm a big Bobcat guy, as you guys know. They've always supported me and been great. But man, Stripe Life, which is Ken. I like Ken a lot. He's a cool dude. He and Ferris did this giveaway for a blackout unit, Ferris. I think they had 2 actually, a stand on, a sit down. The sit down was like $30K value. And so that was sick. They were giving away a $30,000 mower on a giveaway, which is sick. So that blackout was really cool. And then the third thing, Bobcat's giveaway was just, man, the booth was so full. I don't know, 4 to 5,000 people probably, if I had to guess. And if you guys didn't know, Bobcat does this every year for the last maybe 4 years. This is something that in collaboration with me, I came up with the idea with them. We were talking about their booth a long time ago. They're like, man, we just don't get a lot of traffic. This is before they got bought by now Bobcat. And I was like, man, y'all just got to give away a mower. Like, this is before people started giving away mowers at the expo. I was like, people will flock to the booth for a giveaway. And so that Bobcat giveaway has gotten kind of famous and known, and everyone knows it's like, hey, the Bobcat giveaway is always Thursday at 1. And this time it was 1:30. So that was awesome, and it was cool to see this guy win. One of my favorite things there is always Jobber's event with Mitchell Gordy at Myrtle's Whiskey Kitchen. I don't know why I like it so much. It's where I met Chase Stetson from That Lawn Dude many years ago. Chase and I have been kind of buddies online for a long time. And it's where I've met a lot of people there. But I love Myrtle's Whiskey Kitchen. My wife got to go this year, and she's like, this is the vibe. I'm like, I know, it's really cool. So Jobber does a great job. Like, they give away we don't drink, but they give away free drink tickets. They give away some stuff. My kids love the mints they gave away this year. Just a great time. Just a good, I think it's always on Tuesday from like, I think this time, I can't remember if it was 3 to 6 or 4 to 6, but we got there around 4:30 and stayed till 6. And then we went to Churchill Downs, which is number 5 for me. But, Myrtle's Whiskey Kitchen and Jobber, always a fun vibe, just to chill, get to see everybody. Taco bar, just very fun, just like super fun. And it's every year, so y'all make sure you put that down. I recommend you fly in Tuesday morning at the latest, Tuesday morning. That way you can get settled in your hotel or Airbnb and then go to Myrtle's. And then number 5, the opening ceremony at Churchill Downs. I had never been to Churchill Downs, which I believe is the host of the Kentucky Derby. Is that right, Mac? Yeah. And wow, that venue was incredible. Like, there was a guy playing a trumpet when you go in, doing like the horse thing. That was really cool. Caterpillar sponsored it. It was, man, it couldn't have been a cooler venue. Like, there was so many people. Sick food. Awesome. The beautiful sunset over Churchill Downs. Got some pictures. Just a really cool opening ceremony place. I do wish they had like more activities to do there. I wish they had kind of had like out in the grass area, like stuff to do for fun, whether it be, not bounce houses, but like, stuff like that for adults would have been really cool. Cause there was so loud inside from live music and all, it was kind of hard to talk. But yeah, Churchill Downs, just historic place, got to go there. I had never been there. It was very cool. So Equip, sick one on that, guys. Really cool. Number 6, my other favorite thing is we had our own Green Up event that we're calling the Green Up Gathering. It was Wednesday night at Main Event. Over 20 people signed up. It was a small, we're trying to keep it kind of small. I think next year we'll go up to like 40 or 50 people probably. It was really, really fun. Like, just the thing about Equip is sometimes it's so fast paced. You don't really get a chance to just hang out, talk to people, network. It just doesn't create that space for that. So we tried to create that. So it was really fun. Laser tag, bowling, good food. I talked for a little bit. Giveaways. It was just great. And the guys, man, everyone in the Green Up Academy, who whether you're a part of the crew or just people who've taken the free courses, part of the community, I got to meet a lot of guys there who I hadn't met before. Gave away a Yeti cooler. I think it was Henry won that. So just super dope. It was one of my highlights for sure. Number 7 was it was really funny to watch. As you guys probably know on the internet, there was a lot of drama going down with my man Steven from Grow It, We Mow It. And it took over the week. I mean, that situation was the talk of the show online and in person. So that was fun to watch in a weird way. He got arrested there. He got kicked out of the concert. He was right beside me at the concert. When he got kicked out, like 20 feet from me. So that drama was really funny to watch. I'm not condoning it or any of that, but man, it was crazy. I mean, everywhere he went, there was a crowd just trying to figure out what was going on, and pretty funny. Also, I'll leave it at that. It was pretty funny. I enjoyed laughing at it, not at him, but at the situation. And he does not care about what people think, and that is who he is. And then the last thing that I loved was a Trace Atkins concert. So if you guys don't know, that Equip always does a free concert part of the show. And last year they had a really good artist named Dylan Scott, who I'm a big country music fan. I pretty much listen to Christian worship, gospel, country music, and then Christian hip hop, if you will. Which is just hip hop with Christian. I know there's a debate there, but big country music fan. Listen to it growing up. Enjoy a lot of it. Excuse me, especially the older stuff. And Trace Atkins, so they got Dylan Scott last year. Nobody came, like 1,200 people. They were super upset about it. They put a lot of money into this. And then this year, they were like, all right, let's get someone older, because there's a lot of older people at the show, like whether they work for a company or people who just are just older. The demographic's older for like most of the vendors. So they got Trace Atkins. And Trace Atkins is 62. Like, he's kind of getting up there. He's not super old, but he's getting up there. Dude, it was a ballin' show. We were like 20 rows middle. I love Trace Atkins growing up. I have a lot of memories listening to him with my dad, and he sang awesome, dude. He still got that little low, I got my game on voice. It was so good, man. So that was a huge highlight. My wife and I were just floored. And then kind of the last, recap for me was, again, just seeing everybody, getting to meet a lot of you guys who, I met several people who were like, hey, man, I've been listening to you for years through the podcast, online, and I had never met them or knew that. And their words to me meant a lot. Shout out to Ricky. He was one of my favorite conversations, Ricky, from Ricky's Lawn Service. Who else, man? Just a couple of several other people. So Brandon came to our event, just kind words. Just really was cool, man. Just getting to see and meet everybody. I had a meetup I had a meet and greet at Bobcat's booth at 12 on Thursday. So that was cool. Thanks everybody come by to that. But just a great event. Just a great event. Equip always, I know this is my first time not owning a business and going. Yeah, I think it was my first time. I might have just sold Trifecta last time. But it still just really fires me up for all the guys I'm helping. It was great. So, and then the other highlight, my wife's down here right now, but she got to go for the first time with me. We got to hang out. So that was so great. Just getting to, she's such an awesome, loving person, and she got to see what we do. So Equip Expo recap. That's it. It was such a great time. It was awesome. So if you haven't gone, or if you want to go next year, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. I'm sure they're going to do something special. It being 2025, kind of a quarter century one. But it is, you could go if you rent Airbnb with people or hotel. I mean, you can go all in for like $600 probably with travel and food and stuff. And it's highly worth it. So that's kind of my recap. If you have any questions on that, let me know. But in part 2, I'm going to talk about what I learned personally from Equip, like my biggest takeaways about the industry going forward, what things are changing, my thoughts on certain subjects, and price points of things and all that stuff. So make sure you check that out here on the next episode coming up in a few days. But again, guys, remember, you can listen to our show on Mondays and Thursdays. Normally we have an interview or a discussion with a pro a week, and then a solo episode where I just talk about the industry and things that help you learn. That's my big thing. So, yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening. Make sure you go leave us a 5-star review. Remember to use our code GREENUP10 every time you use Ballard products. Check out Landscapers for Bookkeepers, my girl Amy McNary. Make sure you check her out. And then if you need Jobber, my code is available on Instagram or anywhere to save today. Jobber is fantastic. They've always been awesome and supportive of me. Their booth was great, by the way. And yeah, guys, this is Alex, Green Up Academy Podcast. See you next time.